Tikana Fili, welcome back to the table. I just want to let you guys know somebody is going to Greece next week. Yup, it's this girl. I am going to Greece and I'm going to bring you guys along. We're going to do cooking classes together. We are going to do some new adventures. I'm going to show you the beaches. I'm going to hit the mineral baths in Greece that everybody's talking about. We're gonna have so much fun, so make sure and stay tuned. But today we're gonna make the vegetable medley, also called Briam. It's one of those dishes that I showed you how to make about 4 months ago on this channel, but this is fresh out of my garden. So this is just, if it's not my garden, it's the farm market. So these are all fresh vegetables that were picked yesterday right out of the garden, and it's one of those delicious meals that even if you're a meat eater and you don't even like vegetables, I promise you, you will love this. So we're gonna use green beans and zucchini, potatoes, green peppers, banana pepper or sweet jalapeno, tomatoes out of the garden, herbs, carrots, onions, and eggplant. That's it, so let's get started. We're gonna start with heating up our Dutch oven. We're gonna put it on medium high, and we're gonna add some olive oil in there. We need some good olive oil. So we're gonna throw in some chopped onions. So I have chopped onions. We're gonna cook those up till they're translucent. Then I'm gonna throw in my garlic. I have 1 whole bulb of garlic that is peeled. So our tomato is cut up, and we're just gonna throw it right into the onions and garlic. Give it a little stir. One of my mom's secrets that you guys need to know. So you can add tomato sauce in here, or you can just buy whatever organic marinara or spaghetti sauce or tomato sauce, whatever you have in your cupboard. You just want to add a little bit in there. Okay, I'm going to cook that for a few minutes. In the meantime, we're going to make sure and cut up all the other vegetables. And now we're going to start with our green beans. Now, sometimes people do not add green beans in this dish. I don't know. My mother always made it with green beans. I think it's delicious with green beans. And then we're going to take our zucchini that was sliced in finger size pieces. The length is about a finger. And it's just cut this way because you want it to cook evenly. Primarily, that's the main reason. So we're going to throw that in. And I also have eggplant from the garden. Now what I did with these is I actually took the peel off of them. You don't need to. You can just cut them up in small pieces and keep the peel on them. But it's up to you. If they're tender, you can keep the peel on them. This is a sweet jalapeno pepper that I found at the local farm stand. It doesn't have much of a bite. If you have a banana pepper, mild banana pepper, or a hot, you just want to use a little bit. Carrots peeled, these are also a size of a finger, if you can tell. So you're just going to proceed to throw these all in there. Add a little bit of a stir. Doesn't that look amazing? Now you want to add some salt. Of course I'm using Greek salt. And a little bit of pepper. Give it a stir. All right, let's throw in our potatoes, our green peppers, and our herbs. These are potatoes from the local farm stand. I could not resist homegrown potatoes. I have some homegrown potatoes, but mine are not ready to pick yet. So I'm hoping that happens soon before I leave for Greece. Traditionally, I do not put this green pepper in there, even though there is green pepper in Briam, but I had some green pepper out of the garden. I'm just cutting it in small pieces, adding that in there. We're gonna use 2. There we go. Give it a good stir. Herbs from the garden. What kind of herbs, you ask? Well, my mom would always say whatever herbs you have out of the garden. So I have a little bit of dill, parsley, and fennel in there. So I actually pick them out of the garden, chop them up, put them in Ziploc bags, and throw them in the freezer. So whenever I need to use some herbs, they are ready to go. They're already rinsed. And they have all the nutrients because they're freshly picked and frozen, which is so much better than having herbs from the store. Once you pick a vegetable or an herb, there's hardly any nutrients in it anymore. And we're gonna add a cup of water. That is it, guys. That is all we're doing. So this can actually, of course you wanna cover it. We wanna cover it and leave it at low till it simmers for about an hour. So if you wanna throw this in the oven, you're welcome to throw this whole Dutch oven right in the oven at 350 for about an hour. It might be closer to 45 minutes. Outside of that, I like to do it on top of the stove in my Dutch oven. It's been cooking for an hour and it's been sitting for about a half an hour. So I'm so excited. This is served best with fresh bread and a glass of wine. And it should have a lot of juice like that because you're going to be dipping your bread in it. I'm going to dip a little, oh, forgot the fork. Yeah. Need a fork and bread. Let's taste it. It's just so rich with flavor. So delicious. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I cannot wait to take this adventure with you. See you next time. Love you.